Begin transmission. This is Dungeon Radio Hour.
Hello and welcome to Dungeon Radio Hour, the podcast where we firmly believe that Xanathar doesn't know everything and all of our mithril armor is fair trade. I'm your host, Michael Adair. You might be expecting Dalton Rusher-Riddle, but he is not here. You'll have to enjoy my dulcet tones. This is a special bonus episode, so things are a little different. This is the end, our epic conclusion to our Save Christmas quest. This could have been, well, it should have been 2 parts, but we talk an awful lot, and we didn't want you to have to sit through 3-hour episodes, so we have chunked this one up into, let's say, an epilogue of sorts. We are releasing this beautiful Friday morning. We hope you enjoy. Consider it a New Year's gift. We hope all you dungeon buddies have been enjoying the ride so far. We will be back to our normal release schedule on January 24th. We hope that you enjoy this episode. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the mayhem. We hope that you have formed your New Year's resolutions and quickly abandoned them, because all of our beautiful little dungeon buddies, we love you just how you are. Enjoy.
Last time on Dungeon Radio Hour.
Hi, Mike. I'm the Jack-in-the-Box.
I punt Jack-in-the-Box across the room.
Oh, and stepping out, you see a large bugbear.
Voice in my head.
The bugbear has now been impaled. You see a elven woman standing there. She holds aloft a wooden staff that she has pointing our Santa and Myra claws. You're too late, adventurers.
You know how you can, push a bag through from the bottom?
As you punch the bag and the shards fly forward, several effects begin to happen. She casts Thunder Wave as she says, Merry Christmas. She turns and points her staff directly at you, Andrew, and now I need all of you to roll for initiative.
Oh, God. You made her so souped up, Andrew. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? What's a
What does
dirty
that mean?
20?
It's not a nat 20.
So modified. You got a modified 20.
Sometimes they say dirty.
It's a dirty little 20.
Dirty little 20.
We've never said that before. That's the first time.
Never, ever.
I'm making it a thing. It's a dirty.
Ever.
So I just get a
Brennan
dirty
Lee
little
Mulligan
20.
says it. Okay, I'm at an 18.
Okay,
7.
cool. So it's going to go Alissa, Eldara, Mike, Andrew.
Eldara.
Yeah, you haven't asked her name yet, but that's her name.
But what I look at her, I say, you know what? You strike me as an Eldara. And I like that name.
Yeah, what were your parents thinking? Your brother's name is Nick. Nick. Your name is Eldara.
Louse.
Alyssa,
Jesus.
what's your move?
Okay. Well, first off, where is she at the moment? In relation to me.
She is 10 feet away from you. That's how far away you got pushed.
Okay. I'm just going for it. I start running at her and I grab her staff. So instead of reaching for her, I just grab the staff. But then from there, I just try to push all of my magic into my hands. And I don't know if I've done this spell before, but I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh.
And I'm also going to push all of my energy to make it a 2nd level spell.
Oh, okay. So let's let's roll to hit.
Yes.
What'd you get?
17.
Damn, okay. Since she is facing Andrew, her focus is on your companion. You are able to sneak up and grab onto her staff. And as you do so, the normal rainbow energy is very monochromatic and almost technicolor as the energy, or not the energy, but the color has been drained out of the normal sparkling spell. And this negative energy floods the wood of her staff. Give me a roll for the damage.
18.
Damn, okay. And as the negative energy is pushed into her staff, you can kind of see it start splintering from the inside out. And now it will be Eldara's turn. So, you think you can get rid of my power by getting rid of my staff? Not so fast, little girl. and she reaches down and grabs you by the throat. And as she does so, ice begins to form along her forearm, moving down into her hand, and then creeping down to your throat specifically. I'm gonna roll for a hit. It's a 19 to hit, and that's going to be a 4 of necrotic damage as her chill touch begins to run down every muscle in your body.
I shake it
Alissa,
off.
Kick her.
Yeah,
Kick her. Mike,
Kick her in the
your turn.
tits.
I turn to Eldara and I say, "Hey, nobody chokes my wife except for me." And then I take my flaming sword, and then I bring it down across the middle of her staff so I can snap it in half.
So you're also aiming for her staff. Okay, cool. Give me a roll to hit.
My roll to hit. 13.
Cool. So as you pull, or as you bring your flaming sword down hard onto the staff, in that same split second, there is almost a shimmer, and as that shimmer happens, she teleports from that point and another 5 feet or so away from you as your sword sticks hard in the stone floor, missing her completely. You're going to have to try better than that, I'm afraid.
That was a really good try, I want to say.
Thank you, Andrew.
I look around and I look at these runes. So these runes, are they like objects or are they like drawn?
They
on
are
the ground?
almost drawn and or carved into the stone floor.
I think to myself, damn it, you blue son of a bitch. Think. I realize. I reach my hand back in my sheath and I the horse femur. Oh, faithful. And I go to the nearest rune and I'm just gonna smack it like a sledgehammer down.
Give me a roll to hit.
16.
Cool, and give me damage. I think we are treating this as a club, if I am...
Yes.
Okay.
5.
Cool. You bring the head of your horse femur down hard onto the rune carved in this floor, and with a zap and a pulse of power, that rune immediately breaks apart as the hard bone makes contact with its magical surface.
Yeah.
Alissa, back to you.
Back to me. Okay. Well, so her staff, how did it look like completely broken?
No, it's not completely broken at all, but you can tell that it's starting to splinter from the inside out.
Okay. So I look at her because she's now moved away from me, and I bring my hands up above my head, and I start conjuring a cute little cloud with a little rainbow on top of it to cast guiding bolts down onto her and her staff.
Yep, go ahead.
20. Dirty 20.
Damn. Okay, cool. So that is enough for that to hit. Give me damage on guiding bolt.
Okay. 12.
So you raise your hands above your head, and this shimmering incorporeal cloud begins to form, full of rainbow energy, and almost as if someone was opening the Bifrost. This gray, cylindrical energy blast down onto Eldara, and you can watch as the staff begins to break and crack more and more and more. She lets off an awful shriek. No!
Yes.
And now it is her turn. Alissa, she's going to point her staff at you, and she is going to cast Eldritch Blast, and that is a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
But I run away.
Dodge it like Neo.
I don't like it, so I'm not there.
Exactly.
So as she is attacking you with Eldritch Blast, 2 beams of this eerie green energy streak forward, slamming you hard into the chest. And since it is a critical hit, it's going to be the full 20 damage from both of those beams as they slam into you.
Oh, shit, I'm down again, guys.
Oh, wait, did I forget to tell you guys? All the time that you spent in Santa's office gave you the benefits of a full rest. I forgot to say that.
Oh my god, thank you, Dalton.
Oh, cool.
You're welcome.
I'm still down.
All right.
Okay, Alyssa's down.
So I just go with a thud.
Alyssa, no!
Smoke coming off my body. Just onto the ground.
Again with the dying, no!
Elphaba,
Bitch.
here's the thing, chick.
Eldara.
Sure, but you hit my wife twice after I kindly asked you not to the first time. So, I take out my short bow and I let loose an arrow aimed directly at her staff. The most important part of it.
Give me a roll to hit.
Okay. 17.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Give me a roll for the damage.
4.
With that arrow, fueled by the desire of a husband to keep his wife safe, flies through the air, splitting Eldara's staff as it splinters out and explodes with a magical wave of force, with her shrieking once again, "No, my staff!" And as her staff is destroyed, Andrew, you watch as the runes still etched around the circle of that stone floor begin to go out one by one by one by one, and the force field surrounding Santa and Mrs. Claus immediately falls and dissipates.
Can I have a cool quip?
Sure.
Okay. Looks like somebody's short-staffed.
Ooh.
Was that good?
Oh!
Did you guys like it?
That was good. I was gonna do.
Because she has a
Sure,
staff.
yeah, you got her.
Yeah.
Disrupted her plan.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
I was gonna do. Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Ooh.
Because rod, staff,
Rod.
they're
Yeah.
sticks.
They are both
Yeah.
sticks.
It's better when you explain it.
I like it.
Yeah.
No, that makes the joke way better.
Yeah.
When you explain it.
Okay, it's like, guys, I got one. You got a sweet tooth? Should have had a staffy taffy.
What?
No.
I will say that was unexpected.
I mean, it was unexpected.
Looks like somebody's got a case of staph infection.
Damn it, Andrew, that was mine. Okay, that was fun.
No.
All right, Dalton, new one, fresh one, right off the dome.
Yeah, excuse me, waitress. I'd like to order a coffee with sugar and staff and staff.
No.
Because of half it.
No.
All right, let's kill this bitch.
All right, yeah, let's get her. Let's get her. I like where that went. That was all good.
Eldara, let's hear a quip from you. Come on, participate. Have some fun with us.
Go ahead, Eldara, please.
No, my staff.
That was
2 out of 10.
That was you just complaining about the staff, but you know what? I like it. You're going literal with it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, it was in character.
Mm-hmm.
There was grief.
Yeah.
There was a
Regret.
staff, and she mentioned the
She
staff.
mentioned the staff.
Guys, I
And
wasn't trying to do a quip. I was just trying to move
Oh,
the story
okay, I'm
along.
No, it was a quip.
I didn't know.
That was a
I
quip.
didn't know.
All quips are good quips. Now it's time for you to die, bitch. Dalton, whose turn is it?
Mike just went, so it would be Andrew, I believe.
Oh,
Looks like it's my turn now. And I pull out my femur. And I like flip it like a nunchuck. And I probably drop it a couple times, but I'm like, and now you're boned.
Oh.
And I'm gonna just run up and just clock her on the side of the skull.
Oh, okay. Let's see if you hit.
16.
Andrew, you run up on Eldara, who is still bemoaning in her grief that her staff was just splintered in front of her. And like your best impression of famous baseball player, Mark McGuire, you take your femur and swing,
That was good.
making that
I
connection.
thought he wasn't going to get a baseball player, actually.
right across the side of her cheek, and she goes down hard.
Oh.
Batter up.
Nailed it, I say, and then I pass back down.
Oh yeah, I forgot Alyssa's like dying. How have you been quipping with us, Alyssa?
I'm just like coming to and doing a quick quip, and then I just pass out again.
Staph infection.
It's all wobbly.
Yeah.
It's reaching off of the ground just to quip.
Oh, good one, Andrew. And put a thumbs up, and then just pass.
And then
out.
she just falls back down and collapses on the floor.
So wait, is Eldara out?
Eldara is down. She is not out, but she is down. So it's back to the top of the order, which is Alissa. Alyssa, please roll a death save.
I don't want to tell you it.
Which means it's under 10.
Maybe.
Definitely.
All right, so now it is Eldara. You knocked her prone, Andrew. She's going to use her whole movement in order to get up after she makes her check, which she does not. She goes to lift her broken body up off of the stone floor, and as she gets up almost, she collapses back down with a huff and a heave.
Should have had
breath.
an uncollapsed skull. Maybe you could have walked around.
Oh.
But no.
I
You
like this
don't.
idea,
You have a skull
Andrew.
that's crushed.
Mike, you're up.
All right, I pull out my flaming sword, and I walk up to Eldara, and I take my flaming sword, I raise it above my head, and then I plunge it deep into her chest. Looks like you just got a bad case of heartburn.
Oh! Let's roll to hit. I'm going to give you advantage for that sick burn.
Thank you.
Get it? Burn.
Burn.
It was fire.
12 to hit.
Unfortunately, is not enough. As your flaming sword comes barreling down into her chest, suddenly a shield of frost magic can be seen materializing in front of her, making contact with the blade as it bounces off, and you just see her chuckling.
Looks like you're as cold as a witch's tit.
Are those pretty cold?
Those are cold. Historically cold. It's a saying.
Is it?
I can't
It is-
stab
it is
my
a
flaming
saying.
sword. You know what I mean? All the components were there. It felt right. No?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
No, he's right. It makes sense.
Oh, thank you, Eldara.
Thank
Anyway,
you, Eldara.
Oh,
Thank
now you want to come up with a quip. Okay.
I realize that you're probably going to actually kill us now, but I do appreciate the support and the solidarity. And
No, it's fine. I like to play with my food first.
Oh, now there's a quip.
Yeah, you like to play with your food? Well, too bad you got this in your mouth. I take
No.
I take my femur and I want to just jam it in her mouth and just like boom, like a jackhammer, like a pogo stick.
Roll to see if you succeed.
15. Her mouth isn't wearing armor.
The one weakness.
Okay, Andrew, you go to spearhead to impale Eldara, the Winter Witch, lying on that stone floor. But as you go to shove your horse femur into her throat, that same shimmering winter shield springs up one more time and deflects and bounces the bone away from Eldara before you can make contact. Looks like closed mouths don't get fed.
Oh, Eldara with the quip.
you know what?
Welcome.
Decent. I like it because it's a well-known phrase, but it's been transformed in this context. Andrew?
7 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, 7. We give it a 7, Eldara.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, Eldara, well done. Well done.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Do you want to like hang out after
I'm
this?
still going to kill you, though.
Oh, okay. So
Oh, you don't have to. We're having fun now.
Yeah, now we're having fun. We're playing
All right,
pretend
you
with
can
each
kill me.
other and the word games. It's all fun. We don't have to do this to the death.
Okay, we're still in combat. Alyssa, we're back to you. I need a roll.
maybe under 10 again.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Just maybe.
So, Mike and Andrew, you guys don't know this, but Mike, you have just this terrible sense of dread that you feel has just kind of overcame you. You don't know what it's from, you don't know what's happened, you don't know why, but you're just really worried about Alyssa. So now it's Eldara's turn, and you look down to where she was, and in the blink of an eye, she has teleported up, and she is now coming after Mike. And her hands are outstretched. You see these eerie, spectral, kind of ghost-like hands coming off of her own hands as we're gonna roll to hit. It's a natural 20. Wraps both of her hands around you, and you can feel this icy, cool embrace doing 8 damage.
Okay, ouch. That wasn't necessary. We were having fun. We were improvising, yes-anding each other. I give you a compliment.
It's your turn. If you would like to
shit.
retaliate in some way.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to retaliate. Oh, wait, no, hold on. What would I do? I take my sword and I make a big swipe, Dalton, through
Okay.
her arms in like an arc to try to
Okay.
lop off her arms,
Okay.
which are attached to my throat.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Let's see how you do.
Okay. Natural 20!
Oh, shit. Okay. Michael, with the precision of a veteran neurosurgeon, your sword makes a gleaming arc of embers through the air, slicing through the forearms of Eldara, the Winter Witch. And with a howl, you detach her from the rest of her arms and her hands. As she flies back away from you, blood pouring out of where her hands used to be.
That's what you get for choking me without my consent. And then I sheathe my sword behind my back. And I run to my wife. I run to my wife's side. I kneel beside her, Dalton.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey friends, it's Andrew again, Dungeon Radio Hour, the show you're listening to. Yeah. Did you know we have a podcast? No, not this podcast. A new one, Dungeon Radio After Hours. What, a second show? But I only subscribed to one. I know. You got more than you bargained for. Listen, Dungeon Radio After Hours is our brand new non-RPG bonus show. Think of it like a radio variety show with original sketches, improv scenes, games, challenges, special guests, and even more outrageous comedy from your friends here at Dungeon Radio Hour. And don't touch that dial, okay? This bonus show will be uploaded right here on the main Dungeon Radio Hour page. So if you're already subscribed, just stick around and look out for the very first episode of Dungeon Radio After Hours when it drops on February 14th. That's Valentine's Day, folks, so show us some love on that day. Come check out the brand new bonus show right here at Dungeon Radio Hour.
This is Dungeon Radio Hour.
And I run to my wife. I run to my wife's side. I kneel beside her, Dalton.
You run to your wife's side and you kneel beside her.
Yeah.
That bond that you made during the most matronious day
Some would call it a
is
wedding.
tingling.
Matronious.
Matronious isn't a word.
It is today.
I like it, though. Matronious.
Yeah.
I like it. We're going to add it to our dictionary.
We are. The Dungeon Radio Hour Dictionary. You fear for your wife, Mike.
Yeah. I kneel beside her, and I try to scoop her up, and I, cradle her torso, head, area. And I'm listening for breath. I'm looking at the heaves, the rises and ebbs of her chest. I check her pulse.
You check her pulse, and it's very weak. Alissa, what would you want to say to Mike right now?
I want to say, I have died twice now in less than 24 hours.
Uh-huh.
It really sucks.
Uh-huh.
Much more than you'd think.
No, I bet.
And I bet you already think it's bad.
I bet it's bad, yeah.
And it's even worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this really sucks.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know who was responsible for the first one.
No, it should have been you for the first one. I regret it completely.
That's a take. That's an opinion. Let's not be mean while we're dying, okay? These could be your last words to me.
Even
Let's
the
think
second
about how
one,
I feel.
I'm not sure about. It still
Okay.
could have been you.
I don't know if that one was me. That seems more unfair, but listen, here's what I want to actually say to you, my wife. You're not going to die today.
Technically, I have, but if you mean you're going to be back, that's cool.
But you're not going to die forever.
Oh,
Is that okay? Is that good? That's fair to say.
preferable. Yeah.
Okay. And I take her candy cane out of her bag and I shove it down her throat as far as I can.
I
This
really
is because
enjoy
you.
the brute force used.
Okay, Andrew, we're gonna go to you, and then we'll come back and see how all this pans out.
Okay.
I've stopped and I'm just watching Mike and Alissa and I wipe a tear from my eye. Damn it, that was beautiful. I look back at Eldara. Is she on the ground now with no hands?
She's not on the ground, but she is flailing with her what used to be hands, waving around, and you get a glimpse of her eyes, and there is just sheer anger and bloodlust and I don't know. I can't think of another describing word for this, but
Disdain, hatred.
Disdain, hatred.
Okay, so she's angry. Does it, okay, just by looking at her, does it appear, can I see any like magical glints of like, that are the color of the shield she had? Is it obvious that her shield is still working?
The shield that blocked the blows from Mike's sword and your horse femur is no longer there.
Okay.
Is no longer visible.
Okay.
And you look down at your feet, and there is one single shard of glass from that bag that still has not been activated.
You say that like I'm going to use it correctly.
Hey,
if I touch it, it's going to be bad. If I throw it on her, it's going to be bad. I'm going to fuck this up somehow.
I'm putting it in the story. You never know what's going to happen.
It's in the story. So I look around, I look at Mike and Alissa, I look at Santa and Moira Claus. I think about my wife and I think about Dalton and thinking about going home, and I'm like, this handless witch bitch has gotta go. And I say, hey Eldara, looks like you and my parrot have a little something in common. But guess what? That parrot told me something one time. Never trust a witch. And I just want to take this horse femur and just jam it through. Like, I imagine when Mike stabbed with his sword in her chest, maybe he like grazed it, so he kind of started a little hole there. I want to just hammer the sharp end of this femur. I'm going to plunge it into her sternum.
Roll to hit with advantage because of that amazing line.
First one was a 12. Second one's a 15.
Oh!
Plus 2, 17.
So you go to jam this horse femur into her chest, and as you do so, you can see her lock eyes with you, and in that same instant that she locks eyes with you, that shimmering winter shield begins to come up, but it's 2 seconds too late, as that femur has already passed that barrier line, and the shield cannot form around it in time, and it goes through her chest and explodes out the backside of her back. And with a scream and a cry of agony, she slumps down onto the floor. And as she falls down onto the floor, all of the color in her skin, in her hair, in her blood-soaked dress drain out of her and transfer back into Santa and Myra Claus.
Guys, I think I got her. This went through her chest. Her heart's on the ground. It's all there's blood everywhere. I think she's dead, or at least hurt. I think we saved Christmas.
I don't think you have to say I think so. I think she's dead.
You think she's dead?
It's safe to say she's dead. She has a hole in her chest. There's so much blood on the ground. This doesn't feel like
she's twitching a little bit. Her toes go up.
But she's dead. You don't come back from what you did to her.
And hey, you didn't strangle her though.
You didn't.
Alissa.
You did. You broke the pattern.
You broke the streak. You're not a serial killer.
Yay.
Well,
oh yeah,
that's up in the air. But Alissa, you're okay.
Yeah, my wife is okay.
Kind of.
Yeah, so the magic of the never melting candy cane that Alissa has been using, that Mike gracefully shoved down her windpipe, has been able to stabilize and bring Alissa back to consciousness. She is still in a bad way. She should not be doing any extraneous activities for probably the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, guys, my head loopy.
Yeah, it's a little... You can sit down if you want.
I've never had a concussion, but I think that's what this is.
You're wobbling a lot.
You have a couple concussions going on right now, that's for sure.
I had a dream where you guys were saying some pretty badass quips. Was that happening?
No.
No, that makes sense.
We were saying some very mild quips,
but they were not badass. You got a couple in. You were waking up.
It was also kind of middle of the road, to be honest.
Sleep talking.
We've had better.
Well, in my defense, I was dead.
You were dead.
Gotta really stop doing
dead. How is death? What is death like?
Oh, it's dark.
What's God like?
It's dark and cold.
Tell us if God exists.
But also there's rainbows?
Tell us which God it is.
I'll tell you later.
All right, babe.
All right.
Okay, well, you don't remember anything about what has happened today, right?
What? Where are we?
There we go. Good. We're in the clear.
Why do you have amnesia now? We're at Santa's workshop. Santa's right
Leave her
there.
alone.
No, I just
I kick Santa.
Speaking, no, we're not going to kick Santa.
Just kick his boot like a
And
nudge.
speaking of saving Santa, all three of you turn and look to the center of the room where Santa and Mrs. Claus were lying down on the floor, surrounded in those runes. And very slowly and very groggily, they begin to get up. And you look over at Santa, and he is this towering behemoth of an elf. He has the pointy ears. He has a very lightish blue skin, not as dark as what Eldara's was. His long flowing beard, and his suit, though red and white with the Christmas colors, is all tattered and torn. And he's much more muscular than you expected Santa to be.
dang, Santa swole.
Like sort of a Klaus kind of figure.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Burly.
yeah.
A zaddy,
Like
perhaps?
circus strongman meets Santa Claus.
Oh
Santa,
my God. Santa Claus.
are you okay?
Santa begins walking over to you, and every fall of his foot is a thump, thump, thump against the hard stone floor. And as he approaches, I am hoing with excitement. Thank you
Oh no.
for saving Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Hey Santa, we're so glad you're alive. You provide presents to billions of children?
Billions.
Oh wow, that's great. And now that you're alive, you can continue to do that. So I guess we're heroes. We don't deserve any accolades or anything. You don't have to thank us or anything. You know, we just do this because it's the right thing to do,
no,
right?
a little bit.
No.
Oh,
No, I am thanking you for saving Santa,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
who is
Yes.
me,
oh,
Yeah.
Is
Very
from
good.
that evil witch who is now dead.
That's your
Right.
sister, though, right, dude?
She
Can I
was
call you dude?
She was sister. She now dead.
She is dead. That's accurate.
Good point.
She has a gaping hole in her chest.
you don't seem that cut up about it.
No, I mean
Makes
she
I
tried to
am
kill
not.
you.
She was terrible person.
Right.
She was. She stole your color out. It was like Pleasantville in reverse.
right.
She stole meaning of Christmas from me.
Well,
Santa.
that was a little metaphysical. She didn't literally steal the meaning of anything. She stole your color.
She
That's about all
stole
we saw.
meaning of Christmas
Yes.
from Santa.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the meaning of Christmas?
Santa.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's hard to argue with that when you're so tall and scary.
That was yeah.
Scary
damn.
for sure.
Russian.
Santa, do you think you could help us get back home?
Duh.
Guys.
I guess that's a no. So we're stuck here forever.
Yeah, I don't speak
No,
whatever
no,
language that
no.
is.
Santa will be helping you not escape. You are not prisoner. Santa will be helping you leave North Pole.
Oh,
Oh great.
Oh, that was scary
Okay.
for a second, but okay.
Yeah, it's like I know. You're rushing
yeah.
everything.
We're all really uncomfortable.
This kind of resembles a gulag.
Why are we so uncomfortable?
And not to like, maybe this might be a little rude to bring up, but Thorpe did mention like
As you mentioned Thorpe, you hear a yell, almost as if it were several small children yelling at once. And as you look behind you, you hear Thorpe yell, "Elves, attack!" And a small army of about 20 to 30 elves rush in, all brandishing all manner of improvised weapons, whether it be frying pans or rag dolls, rolling pins, anything they can get their little elves' hands on. And as they run in and they see the carnage all over the floor, you hear Thorpe go, oh my. Well, it looks like we're too late.
Yeah, a little too late. Had to do it all ourselves, actually. And our friend Alissa died again.
Really could have used your help. Yeah. Alissa, my wife, died.
Oh, no, I went to get help. I told y'all I would be right back. And 2 shakes of a polar bear's tail.
Ew.
Well, how
never said
long do
that.
polar bears take to shake, Thor? I'm not familiar with the expression, but I mean, Jesus Christ, Thor.
apparently
You're
hours.
on your own little time.
And all of you holding rag dolls as weapons? Fucking idiots. I'm sorry. Hello, little friends.
It's
idiots,
the
though.
best we could find.
Yeah, well, the best isn't good enough.
We are not an army. We make toys. Oh, but I guess we could have made toy guns.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or real guns.
Or just brought hammers or something. You know, whatever you use to make the toys with. Icicles are around. Perfect murder weapon, Thorpe.
Oh.
Never get caught with an icicle murder. Anyway, Thorpe, we do appreciate you coming back at least, and I think your character will test well with the audience, so I guess we forgive you. And in light of Leslie Jordan's passing, we forgive you entirely.
Oh my god.
You're excused for your lateness.
You're excused, from our presence.
Can we go home,
What a
though,
great
Thorpe?
Leslie, you're excused.
Of course. I'll talk to the big guy and we'll get you on out of here. But before we do that, what's wrong with her? Honey, did you go out two-stepping?
Oh, yeah, no, the evil sister over there, hit me too hard.
Oh, yes, she can be quite a handful. Here, now, let old little Ho Thorpe here help you out.
And he brandishes what are those things called? A flask. He brandishes a flask from inside his little coat pocket, and he unscrews the top. A little hot toddy will make it all better. And he pours it down your throat. And as he pours it down your throat, you can feel the healing power of this potion taking effect and energizing every fiber of your being.
Ugh. Oh, thank you, Thorpe. I wasn't. That felt like that was surprisingly tasty. Did you make that yourself?
Oh, of course. It's an old Thorpe family secret.
What's the secret?
That it's family.
Oh,
That's not a really good secret.
well, you know what? I get it. Keep the secret.
Santa?
Can I have the rest? And I just take the flask and I just chug the rest of it.
Yes, Andrew.
So before you find out and you watch all the cameras or whatever, Mike sort of pressured me to pressure him and Alyssa's shoulder to open your naughty and nice list. And it's sort of like, I don't know, it was like magic. The book started flapping and flying around. It flew into the fire at Mike's request. And then Mike picked it up, dropped it back in. It was a whole thing. So Mike ruined your list and he's really sorry about it.
Yeah, Santa, I ruined your list, just 'cause fuck it. You know? I just don't care about other people's belongings. I was just thinking, fuck Santa. So anyway, I'm sorry about that, and I'm unrepentant. So I guess I'm not sorry.
I am hoing with disappointment.
Is that just your whole phrase for everything?
You
can't just ho. It's not a verb.
No, he hoes, and sometimes it's sad. It's like aloha. It can mean a bunch of different stuff. And
I had high hopes for you, Michael.
No,
Jack
but
even told me of present you want for Christmas.
In the box.
But now I hear you burn my list.
Santa, I was kidding. Santa, I know a man as smart and kind as you can understand irony. It definitely wasn't me who burned your list. It was an accident.
So you didn't do it, but it was also an accident.
Shush right now, immediately.
It all happened so fast. Alyssa's shoulder got in the way.
Hearsay, you'll find no shoulder prints on
It
that
all
book.
happened so fast, but I was...
Michael, I am hoing with forgiveness.
Oh, Santa!
Because it is Christmas.
Oh.
It's your birthday, right?
No, I think
No.
it's some other guy's birthday.
I was born in April
Who knows?
Oh, what, April what?
22nd.
That's
Wow.
canon,
Canon.
Santa's birthday, April 22nd.
of course.
Send him milk and cookies.
How old are you?
6,025,000,000.
That
Whoa.
is...
Doesn't sound right.
Wow.
Doesn't sound right.
I bring presents to dinosaurs.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. We have no way to check. But it does not sound like these facts are right.
I believe anything you tell me right now, Santa.
Santa, do you have something for me that you want to give me right now? Because I'm in need of a present. My wife died a couple of times today through no fault of anybody's, but
Oh, and that really put you in a sour mood, didn't
I'm
it?
bummed out.
Yeah.
And only
I'm bummed.
material things can help.
Michael, I am hoing with indifference. Here is your
All right.
No.
Too many times.
Okay, I don't like it.
Here is your Christmas present. And he extends to you a small red pouch tied with a piece of twine.
Oh, guys, he did have something for me. Alissa, this makes up for everything today, right? I'm tearing open the present.
You open the present, you take the twine off the small red pouch, and you empty out the contents into your hand, and you find 6 individual, shiny pieces of coal.
Santa, there seems to be some sort of mistake.
No.
There seems to be some sort of mistake. There must simply be a mistake, Santa. Simply,
mistake.
Santa, this is a mistake.
No mistake. I am ho-ho-hoing with finality.
No, Santa.
Santa, thank you guys so much for healing us, and I'm so glad that you're, safe, and I hope you can, take all the presents to all the little kids, but is there any way you could drop us off back in the other realm?
Oh, yes. I will talk to Thorpe. We will send you home.
I have a question, real quick.
Yes.
Are the other holidays real?
Is there an Easter
The
bunny?
Thanksgiving turkey, the jack-o'-lantern guy,
Yes.
the 4th of July, Uncle Sam.
Yes.
Are they all real?
All real.
You guys hang out
All the time.
all the time?
We have barbecue next month.
Next month, January, for President's Day?
It's a belated New Year's. It's for the baby.
Oh, the baby. Oh, you guys have the baby New Year. That's fun.
Who's in charge of President's Day?
Not who you think.
Oh, Taft.
Yeah.
So obscure. Can you turn me back into a person real quick, also?
Oh, you're not usually blue?
I'm not usually blue. Don't want to be blue. I'd like to be.
He's usually a fern, and he would like to go back.
No, I don't want to be I don't want to be a fern.
What about Christmas cactus?
A Christmas cactus? I have no idea what that is. I don't want to be one. Person, please.
It is fine. I am hoing with agreement. I change you back now to person.
Oh, you're exhausting. Thank you.
Oh!
My fingies are back. My regular colored fingies.
Okay, Thorpe, it's time for them to go home. All right, you heard the boss. Everybody circle on up, hold your hands, and let's get home.
Hold our own hands.
I clasp my own
I
hand.
clasp my hands together.
I do it
tight.
really tight.
That's not what I meant. I meant hold each other's, and that's it's fine. It's fine. The spell works anyways.
And with a whoosh and spiral of winter magic and the sound of jingle bells, you are picked up and teleported instantly to the front gate of the Castlemander estate.
Oh man, Thor promised us presents, and he skimped out on us.
Well, we did steal the presents we have.
I mean, I guess we got a couple.
Technically,
presents.
that's true, but can anybody explain to me why I got fucking coal, though? Because that doesn't seem right. I think I've been perfectly good. I saved that princess that got us arrested. What else? What else good did I do? I saved my wife's life a few times.
Mike, as you're trying to list off your accomplishments, you hear a small explosion from behind you, and as you turn and actually face the Castlemander estate, you see that the entire thing is up in flames.
Whoa, what did we miss?
Well, it looks like the gang finally made it through Christmas, and Alissa only almost died twice. I think that's a new personal record. But what fresh hell awaits them now back at the Castlemander estate? Will they have to finally answer for their past reckless decisions? Will they finally find Dalton? Find out these answers never on the next episode of Dungeon Radio Hour on January 24th. While you're waiting, head on over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Podchaser and leave us a rating and a review. Until then, all you revolting children, keep the volume up, the dial tuned in, and always say yes to adventure. Bye for now, kids.
I don't know if I trust a Russian Santa, to be honest. Anybody else? I just don't know if I trust it. I did not expect you to be Russian. I thought maybe you'd be vaguely British or American or something. I didn't expect Russian. I don't know what to say.
Definitely surprised.
I don't like
makes
it.
Sense. It makes sense. You're up here in the north. It's cold.
Klaus
yeah.
is, but
Red.
Nicholas, Santa Claus, German, right? Okay, whatever. Hey, Santa.